Let's go to the numbers for the ladies tonight. Davis is 1 year older than Sarah Kaufman, has a half-inch reach or height advantage and a 1-inch reach advantage. Both girls weighed in at 135 and a half.
All right, fans, here we go. Bantamweights in the cage in a women's MMA special attraction, scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. Our referee in charge of the action, Jerry Chris.
Alexis, you ready? Sarah, are you ready? Bring it!
The bell and round one. We are scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in women's bantamweight action. Sarah Kaufman in the red gloves, Alexis Davis in the blue gloves, and immediately they come out chucking the leather. Alexis Davis again working at the Armory in Florida on her stand-up, wanting to really hone that skill, and boy, she is definitely staying in the pocket with noted striker Sarah Kaufman.
Yeah, and so far Davis's punches that have hit Kaufman have hit a solid piece of granite, basically.
Wow, she's got the collar tied, feeding Kaufman some uppercuts, a right hand. Oh, but Davis got stung with that shot from Kaufman, but boy, proving that she too can take a shot. In her debut back in April of 2007, she lost via TKO to Kaufman, but both of them have evolved so much since then.
Yeah, Davis coming out firing, very confident, and it was Sarah Kaufman during that exchange that looked to tie up. Very surprising.
Well, Davis proved she had a strong chin when she fought Amanda Nunes, where she took some really solid shots, but then come back to finish her with a submission hold.
Kaufman, of course, fighting out of Victoria, British Columbia, under Zuzek Ultimate Martial Arts. Again, has Julie Kedzie in her corner. Working with her, and now looking to strike on the exit, and Davis is used to getting hit. We saw it against Amanda Nunes as well. She took a lot of shots before coming back and stopping the Brazilian in the second round.
You know what's nice about this? Is that Davis's style in this fight of brawling with her is bringing out the best in Kaufman. Kaufman's been much more reserved in her past few fights.
Point.
She's coming out slugging. It's fun to watch.
I don't know how fun it is for Alexis Davis right now, though, as her face is getting marked up now. Kaufman beginning to tattoo her, the much technical striker.
One of the tools that Davis used against Nunes was she put her in the cage and got that over and under clinch, allowed her to slow the fight down and work on the knees and the elbows. She's not doing that to Kaufman here. She's standing in the center and trying to bang.
Might want to move the head a little bit more too, huh?
Would be a good idea. She's far too pretty to keep her head there.
Now, along the fence, Kaufman, considered one of the stronger female fighters at 135, has Davis along the fence, but Davis still trying to bring the fight to Kaufman here. They're just engaged now, looking for position, and boy, Davis's face really marked up now, blood, and I think there's a cut over her left eye, and there's an overhand right on the exit from Kaufman, and the referee now calls for a timeout. They are definitely going to inspect that gash over the left eye of Alexis Davis. It does not look good.
I'm fine.
Looks like we're good.
You're good?
Good, yep.
Okay. Ever the warrior, Alexis Davis, saying she is fine, and they will allow this fight to continue.
Guys ready? Let's go.
That's a pretty ugly cut.
You wonder if Alexis Davis is going to look for a takedown here pretty soon because she knows she's cut.
And they continue to just swing for the proverbial fences. Both of them looking to take each other's head off, and now Kaufman again settling down. Good foot movement and being able to just get through that porous guard of Alexis Davis. And you're right, Davis needs now to resort to that plan B, and obviously that is, without a doubt, trying to take this fight to the ground. I don't think she can win a fight of this nature against Sarah Kaufman.
And she's looking for the cut. She's looking for the cut. Davis is throwing those elbows over and over. She wants to pay her back for that cut.
Kaufman is known to use the cage, leaning into it, putting her opponent in the cage, working those knees to the thighs, short uppercut, short elbow.
Yeah, and the way the girls braid their hair, you know when they grind their heads in each other's faces. You know that doesn't, it's like rope, scraping your face up.
I guess the guys did it when we didn't shave. Remember we did that 3-day beard on, stick it in the eyeball?
I ate onions.
Ew.
Davis pummeling with Kaufman, looking to get away from the fence, drives a knee up the middle, but Kaufman again on the exit with that great right hand.
Well, Davis has a good low kick. She just threw it there. She's got to get back to it. Inside, outside.
Less than a minute in the opening round. It's been a stand-up battle, one that Sarah Kaufman seems to be getting the better of, but now here comes Alexis Davis.
Oh, that got through the guard a little bit, that lead leg head kick.
What a fight here in round one!
That elbow that Davis is throwing is very dangerous.
And
oh,
it cut
he's
her.
got a butt.
And now Kaufman is cut. And yet they continue to drive forward. This was something Alexis Davis told us that she would try to be careful of. Her habit of just going forward over and over again, driving. It makes for an exciting fight, but it can put you in harm's way. And both of them have tasted each other's power here in what has been a fantastic first round of action.
It started out with action and action. The girls just going at it. Kaufman winning the better of the exchange, but Alexis got a good head clinch there and started adding a little damage. The clinch fight, and that elbow is just money. She's been landing that elbow all night. Pat, I think that's the differentiator inside the clinch for her.
Well, she paid Sarah back for the cut that she got earlier in the round with the follow-up elbows later on, that's for sure.
Well, this looks like where the cut happened. They're just swinging beautiful overhand right from Sarah Kaufman on the chin of Davis. But dangerous knees, elbows on the inside clinch. These girls are just flinging them. Beautiful jab, counter jab, right hand right on the chin. Davis just standing up a little too tall. She's got her chin up a little too high. She's doing a good job with her hand position, but she's got to tuck that chin down.
What an opening round of fisticuffs. Sarah Kaufman landing 71 of 164 strikes. Davis 48 of 94. So a lot of leather thrown in that opening 5 minutes, and they, well, resume where they left off.
You can see Kaufman leans off center when she punches and really turns her hips over, where Davis doesn't move her head and doesn't turn her hips as much. It's paying off in the damage on, for Kaufman.
Total strikes thus far, just mentioned. Davis landing on 50%. Kaufman working on the inside.
Nice change of angle and pulled down on that head. Got her off balance. Beautiful job. Kaufman staying extremely busy. This is busier than we've seen her, like I said, for several fights.
Kaufman with the jab through the defense of Davis. Body kick from Davis. Both of them wearing the vestiges of what has been an incredible battle thus far.
Well, Sarah's really good at keeping the hands off her body by swimming and pummeling inside. Now, I figured Alexis would be doing that, pummeling and working to get for that takedown. And she's standing up and clinch fighting the whole time.
You can see Davis content with that whizzer, the overhook. She should be digging for the underhook and trying to put Kaufman's back against the cage to work for a takedown possibly.
An exchanging of knees here on the clinch. Kaufman wanting to pin Davis along the fence, but Davis doing a good job of turning her body, and they again just looking to exchange knee strikes, not wasting any time whatsoever. If they can't punch, they'll knee. If they can't knee, they kick. Just a frenetic pace here.
And I think they're also resting to a certain extent, hanging on each other a little bit. Arms might be a little weary.
Nearing the midway point of the round and the fight.
Well, it seemed like Kaufman was winning the game on the outside. I'd love to see her get back on the outside and get out of this clinch game.
I don't think Davis has even attempted one takedown yet.
No, confident with her striking apparently and feels safe. Hasn't been hurt.
Gets stuck with that jab. And again, wants to reach out. It's almost like the hockey fight, looking for that single collar tie and just feeding the right hands. But Kaufman shucks her off and now working to establish the jab.
Yeah, doubling and tripling that jab and adding a left hook behind it is really starting to work for Kaufman. Well, Davis showing tremendous improvement in her stand-up in this fight. I know it's not the caliber of Kaufman, but the hand position, the blocking, the parrying, way better than her last fight.
Yeah, and throwing some good kicks. I think she wanted to take the base, that punching base, away from Kaufman. Needs to do that a little bit more, maybe land some low kicks.
Well, these two ladies definitely trying to steal some of the thunder from the main event tonight, of course, which is for the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight Championship. Miesha Tate to defend the title against Ronda Rousey later tonight. And both Sarah Kaufman and Alexis Davis wanting that next opportunity at the title. And of course, that championship bout will culminate. Main card action coming up at the top of the hour, only on Showtime.
That low kick that Davis just landed, you could hear the shin bone reach all the way to the femur bone of Kaufman's leg. That was a nasty deep kick, Frank.
Yeah, that was ugly. Kaufman is starting to really start feeling a range.
Couple of knees from Davis. And again, Kaufman separating, sticks the jab again.
Showing how strong she was there, just threw her off her.
And very effective with the counter striking as well as Sarah Kaufman.
I'd like to see Kaufman hit the body too and then go up to the head.
I want to see her follow up with some uppercuts and hooks.
Non-stop action in the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight battle between former champion Sarah Kaufman and Alexis Davis. 5 seconds left in the second round. We want more. We're getting it. Round 3 coming up. Wow. All right, let's go to Heidi Androl, who's standing by with Strikeforce lightweight champion Gilbert Melendez.
Thank you very much.